Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Swami Samat Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Gurudev Datta Shri Trimbakeshwar Maharaj Ki Jai. Ganga Gora Bari Mata Ki Jai. Satguru Param Punya Muradada Ki Jai. Shri Swami Samat Guru Nauri Ki Jai. So, thanks for coming by today. So, we've been focusing on the standing poses through these lessons. The standing poses, as I said earlier, are where you want to begin your practice, where you want to spend most of your time when you're new to yoga. And that means the first few years. And so today we're going to take a closer look at a couple postures we've done before. And so let's go ahead and start standing up. And we're going to today take our foot, our back foot, against the wall. So you're going to take the whole outer edge of your left foot against the wall, step the right foot out into the middle of the room. So now you can check the alignment, see that the heel of the right foot is in line with the arch of the middle of the middle of the left foot. And then, so in the standing postures, I think I've mentioned that the back leg, the left leg in this situation, is really the dominant leg. And it's where we get the stability. So we want to learn to move off of that back leg while we're doing the postures. And so by having the foot into the wall, that will allow you to find the stability and to make the stability in that back leg. So now press that outer heel into the wall, that outer foot into the wall until you feel your leg firm up. And that'll help keep the left hip back. And then you can stretch the right arm up, keep the left hand on the hip for now, and then come straight out over that right leg, rotating that right leg in the hip socket. Stretch the body out, keep pressing into the back foot, pressing into the back foot. Feel how stable the body is here. Open the chest. Press both feet to draw the energy up through the legs, out through the trunk. Turn the trunk so that the shoulders are parallel or perpendicular to the floor. And then you can stretch the left arm up for Untitled Trikonasana. And then inhale, pull back, and come up. Turn the foot in, take the feet together, and then to do the other side, you simply turn yourself around. Take the other foot, the whole outer edge, against the wall. Step the left leg out into the middle of the room. Align the heels. Open the hips here. Keep pressing that outer right foot into the wall. Stretch the left arm up and then reach out over that left leg. Reach, reach, and then bring the hand down. You can have the right hand on the waist for now because again, your main goal here is to press that outer right foot into the heel, turn that right leg, turn the right hip, turn the right chest and the right shoulder back. All from the connection in the foot, from the foot. And then stretch the right arm up to finish the posture. And then inhale, come back up. Bring the feet gently back together. So, now I'm going to show another way to practice trikonasana. So, I was focused that time on the leg, especially the back leg of the posture. And then another aspect of trikonasana is the body. The body needs to be in a straight line up above those legs. So if your body was the thickness of a sheet of paper, it should be in one vertical plane coming up from the feet. And so we tend to go too far forward in the posture, especially when we're new. So I'll show that very quickly, although I don't like to show mistakes on purpose. But, so typically we'll do something like this, right? If we're stiff. The buttocks will shoot out, the back, the body will come forward. The chest will turn down. So we need to practice being back over that leg in the posture. So a way you can work on that if you find that you're having this issue is, I'll show from the side. So again, I'll take my foot to the wall since I just showed that. But now, I'm going to take my foot to the wall up at the front side of the mat. I'm going to step the leg out in the middle of the room. I'm going to take a block and put it at the back side of the mat. So now we'll do Untitled Trikonasana again. And now you'll go back as you come out. You'll take the body back in space, back, so you can bring the hand down to that block. And then what that'll do is it'll bring the body back. See, so now it might even be too far back on me. I'm behind the leg. But in a way that's okay because that's what we're working on. And so then, see, it's not as much of a stretch for me to be right over that leg. And then let's do the second side. So again, you'll have your foot up near the front side of the mat. And then you'll take that block back towards the back side of the mat. And then as you come out over the leg, you'll also bend back, back, back to bring the hand down to that block rather than the shin or the floor. So that now the body is going back, if anything, not forward, which is that common mistake in the posture. So there's a couple ways to work on Untitled Trikonasana, extended triangle posture. And then another important standing pose is Untitled Parshvakonasana, side angle pose. And so I'm going to show a way to work on that posture also. So for the same thing, you can have the foot, the back foot, the left foot first against the wall. And if you need a block, you could have a block. So the standard, the classic Parshvakonasana, here it is. The knees bent, the back leg straight. We stretch the arm over the head. But now in this posture, again, we tend to come out of that vertical alignment. The buttocks go back. The chest comes forward. It faces down to the floor. So to help you work on that, you can take the back foot to the wall for that, to practice that stability back there. Bend the front knee, and not only bend the knee, But at the same time you bend the knee, you're going to practice rolling that thigh from the inside over the top and bringing the buttock underneath you, forward. And then you're also going to extend those hamstring muscles out to the knee. So work on those three things as you bend the knee. Not only bend the knee, but rotate the thigh, bring the buttock forward underneath you, and extend the leg muscles out to the knee. And you can work on that bend, just doing that bend a number of times. And then work on keeping the back leg stable and firm as you do that. And then finally, you'll get to a good bend and you'll stay there. But now, instead of bringing the hand down to the little toe side of the foot, bring the hand to the big toe side of the foot. Take the arm against the leg, top hand to the hip, move the buttock forward and the chest back, and also rotate by pressing the arm into the leg, rotate that top shoulder back. So you get the chest to face forward rather than down towards the floor. So this is a nice way to work on that opening in the groins here that's necessary, as well as work on getting that chest rotating, the shoulders perpendicular to the floor as you do the posture. And then if you want, you can take the arm over the head and finish the pose. Come up, and we'll do the second side. Turn the feet in, take the feet together. Turn yourself around. Take the right foot to the wall. Step the left foot out into the middle of the room, a wider stance than your triangle pose. Now work, rotate, extend as you bend. Encourage the leg action. Stay on top of that buttock. Don't let it go out, but stay on top as you keep the chest lifting and just come down. So even though you're coming closer to the floor, you want to feel that the body's moving up. The legs are spreading apart from the middle. So work on that bend. And then when you get a good one, stay there. Keep the back foot pressing into the wall. Take the left arm out, bring it down so you can push off against that leg, turn the chest, and work on keeping that knee back and the top shoulder back. And then pull back through the top arm, come up, turn the feet to the front, and bring the feet together. So there, now you have a new way to work on those very important standing postures, Utthita Trikonasana and Utthita Parsvakonasana. And then we'll do one more posture here today that I haven't shown yet, Upavista Konasana. Seated angle pose. And so I like to sit on a blanket. And you'll know if you have to sit on a blanket because if you're not sitting up high enough, your hips, you won't be able to sit up straight. You'll be leaning back because of tightness in the hips. So if that's the case, fold up a blanket. I like to fold up a blanket, and then I'll put this little corner of the blanket fold in the middle of the mat, and I'll sit on that. And that way, the blanket's not in the way of my legs, because we're going to sit down Bring the buttock flesh back and out so you're on those sit bones. And then take the legs wide apart. It's good if you can have the heels on the sticky mat, so that way they can be stuck there. And then sit up straight. Have the hands down by the sides, fingers pointing forwards or back if you feel that gives you a better opening in the chest. Lift the chest. Press the thighs down as you stretch the heels away. So make those backs of the legs fully get onto the floor or the yoga mat. Spread the feet. See, so we're doing Tadasana here, the mountain pose. So the legs are firm, the feet are spread. Just we're sitting on the backs of the legs now, and the feet are, in the air. Lift the chest. Take the outer shoulders back. Rotate the biceps outwards to help take those outer shoulders back. Take the triceps in. Keep pressing those legs down to lift the chest up. And now, let's practice. Let's see what happens. If we take the hands forward, if you have trouble reaching the floor without collapsing the chest, you could take blocks under the hands. But take those hands out, legs straight, arms straight, chest lifting. So here in Upavishta Konasana, the heels need to be going away from you. So if you feel the backs of the legs shrinking back towards you right now, change that. Stretch those heels away. Keep walking the hands away. Whatever amount you can, but still keeping that open feeling in the front of the chest. So that might mean that the trunk is still vertical. Okay, I've been practicing for a long time, and I've got a very stiff body. I've come a long way over the years. And that's an important aspect of yoga, is we don't want to just go with the ego. Literally lead with the head in this case. We want to lead with our heart in yoga. See, so the heart moves forward here. When the heart starts to go back because of tightness, like I'm showing now, that's when we back off. That's when we've done too much. And then walk the hands back from wherever they were, come back up. And then let's do Parshva Upavishta Konasana, to the side angle pose. So go ahead and take the right hand behind, left hand over the thigh. Keep the body upright. Open the chest, turn in the side of the trunk. The lower waist, turn down there to get the body to face over that right leg. Press the legs down to keep the trunk lifting. Come back to the middle and then to the other side. For Parshva, to the side, Upavishta Konasana. And then you can do this posture again as well. You can go forward now. Take the left hand across to the outer right shin. And again, whatever amount you can go, keeping the chest open, not collapsing the upper body until the thumbs down and you're grabbing the little toe side of that foot. And with my right hand, I've got the fingers cupped back here. I'm still encouraging, I'm turning my lower body, my lower trunk, my navel area to face over this right thigh. So the body should be parallel to the floor, not turned here. And then press the legs down, come back up, and turn over towards that other side. As you go to one side or the other, make sure that back leg, this one back here, and the buttock are still on the floor. And then come back up and go forward once again. Here you could rest the head on a blanket or a block, but again pay attention that the abdomen area doesn't shorten, doesn't crunch up, but keep the abdomen long and open. The rib cage, the front ribs, the sternum moving towards the head. The sides of the trunk stretching forward, but the top shoulders relax back from the ears. And to come out of this, lean back slightly, grab behind your knees, and bring them up as you bring the feet back towards each other. So there's some important ways to work on a couple important standing postures and a new sitting posture that's great for the whole lower body and also the upper body as well. So practice those. And we'll see you next time. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Swami Samad Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Gurudev Datta, Shri Trikonasana Maharaj Ki Jai. Ganga Godavari Mata Ki Jai. Satguru Param Punya Moedada Ki Jai. Shri Swami Samad Guru Mauli Ki Jai.